Oh, hi. It's been a long time, but I've had some hilarity happen to me, and I'm glad I wish I was able to have recorded this for posterity, and I hope this girl has like a TikTok or a YouTube somewhere that I don't know about, and it's going to get discovered by one of the late night shows that, you know, we all happen to watch sometimes. But I got credit for the Columbus City mayor reinstituting a mask mandate. You see, there's this a coworker who, well, let me describe it. I don't know what pronouns to use because it's one of them, but it's a, you know, about a 5'2", stumpish looking person with, you know, nominally you would think it's just an overweight girl, but there's also a goatee and, you know, the accompanying mental issues. So, you know, there it is. So on Friday, Mayor Andy Gunther reinstituted a mask mandate for indoor spaces in the city of Columbus. Now, thankfully, most people I've seen, by and large, have been ignoring that, and I'm really glad to see that. But anyway, I go to work Friday morning, and I, you know, walk in, and my manager's like, "Hey, you gotta wear the mask again, you know, it's stupid." I was like, "Yeah, it is really stupid." And then this little creature just kind of stands there at the other end of the room with her little mask on, with her little chinny chin hairs popping out from underneath it. And she's just staring at me. And I didn't say anything. Well, then she, like, I wish I could describe the gait at which she waddled. It was sort of a waddle up to me. And gets in my face, right? And very angrily is, "People like you who haven't been wearing your mask and refusing the vaccine, or why we all have to wear this again." And then she went into something about how I was like, "No, it's people like you who want to tell people how to live their lives and what they ought to be doing at any given moment is why you have to wear the vaccine, or wear the mask, not wear the vaccine." And she goes, and she laughs at that and says, you people are the ones who don't think that I can be who I am and all this. And she's like, "And I know I know you're a Republican, and you're probably one for a reason," assuming that, you know, that's why I am a Republican. Like, that would be the tippy top of the reasons that I would be, you know, nominally vote Republican, is because I have such a problem with her little community. Which is funny, and I respond with, "Well, primarily I'm into low taxes and, you know, not telling people how to live their lives." And I think that was pretty much the end of it. I think I mentioned Dr. Fauci. Oh yeah, I was like, and if you want someone to blame, maybe you should blame Dr. Fauci for funding, you know, the gain-of-function research in Wuhan. Which doesn't mean to say that was like an intentional thing, that they did that for the express purpose of releasing some disease out into the world and causing all this chaos. And then she responds with, "I don't know what kind of conspiracy theories you're listening to," which is funny, because that is you can quibble about what makes up gain of function all you like. The Wuhan coronavirus lab was funded by the NIH at that time. So, conspiracy or not, there's definitely some reason to believe that might have been a thing. And then the best part is immediately after this happens, she texts my boss, or our boss, I guess, saying that if our boss did not enforce us all to wear masks, she was going to quit. Which, when my boss got there, she pulls me aside to ask me what had gone down. And the funny part was, well, me and the manager were talking about how stupid this mask mandate is. And then she came up and basically got in my face and started yelling at me, saying that people like me are the reason that, the city's in such a state. And so then we all had a good laugh about that. She also went to the manager, not the boss, later on and was saying that if the boss didn't make the owner, who happens to be, they happen to be spouses, if the boss didn't make the owner, she actually said if his wife didn't make him wear his mask while he was at work, she was going to quit. She keeps on threatening to quit over this, to which my boss was pretty much like, well, see ya. Like, good fun. But I thought it was funny, just all the wrong-headed, like, I finally got to meet a Karen, like a masked warrior, a coof cop. I can't believe it. I knew they were real. I mean, I've seen the YouTube videos and the TikToks and the what have yous, but I finally get to meet one in life, and it was so happy. And it was so funny coming from this little confused stump of a person who, like, you would never listen to. Like, why would anyone take her view on health seriously? Like, she overweight, so I mean, if you're going to have complications, that's going to be the main factor. She's pumping herself full of God knows what, trying to become a straight white male, which is kind of ironic in its own sense. And then she's going around and, like, threatening her bosses with quitting if they don't do what she thinks they ought to do, which by and large they did what they're going to do. They put up signs, they said everyone's got to wear a mask, and and that's more or less what we're doing. Like, I mean, there's no reason for me to wear one when I'm working by myself, in the kitchen, very much socially distanced from everyone else. And I don't even think, like, clearly, I think this is all hooey and horse shit, and we should just not fuck with any of this nonsense. However, a business who has to get a business license in the city, they're going to have to play a little bit of ball, and that's what they're doing. And it's fine. It's not my place to sit there and take some fucking stand and quit. Now, if they were to go about mandating the vaccine, I'd hate to see a job of 10 years go down the wayside over something like that. But at that point, yeah, that's going to happen. Either one of my jobs ever tells me that I have to get a vaccine to keep working there, or get tested and pay for that out of pocket, yeah, see ya. I'll be fucking going down the road to somewhere else. Because it's not like no one's hiring right now. But other than that, and I don't even think either one of those places would ever do that. Especially considering I know the owner of my job isn't vaccinated and doesn't plan on getting it. So, you know, I don't think that that's going to be a thing. I do worry that at some point they're going to try and apply pressure and say like what if workman's comp or, you know, or OSHA decides to, you know, they do another mandate. That might be a different thing, but at that point I don't know. They go down that road, I think it's going to be a whole different Victor. But at the moment, I'm not going to worry about that. I don't even think some of the mandates that on the federal level that Biden's wanting to do is even a thing or will actually take effect. But I just wanted to relate that little story to you guys. See ya.